My people, how y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of Horns Forward Podcast. Now streaming on Instagram because I finally got it to work. It is a little bit on the delay, but hey, we already got 11 viewers on there, so I'll take it. What's up, everybody? I am your host, El Mariachi Rama, accompanied by my friends here. I'll let them introduce themselves or not.
DJ.
I'm, I want to be a host today too.
You be a host.
210 Bramacita, and these are my friends.
You
Hey,
know
all
what?
right.
I am also a host, and these are my friends.
Hey, we all host.
Are
We
we
all host,
choosing?
baby.
Salud.
Salute.
So I'm
You
a
know
little
what?
under the
Salute,
weather.
salute to a hell of a regular season.
Oh
That's right.
yeah,
I'm
Yes,
sad
sir.
it's
it was a
Yes,
over
sir.
for
wild ride, y'all.
I'm
Wild
sad the
ride.
10 weeks are
Hey,
over,
flip
but it
it
ain't over
backwards.
for us.
Flip it
Flip
backwards.
what?
7-3, 3-7.
Oh
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
and you know what? We ended the season the same way we ended last season with a
With
missed kick.
a missed damn field goal.
Oh,
Hey, but
wow.
you know
Yeah.
what?
What about that?
No, no. I cannot.
Look,
Uh-oh.
look,
Here come, here
that's not
come,
how we're gonna
here
start.
come the
Let
defense attorney. Defense
look,
attorney.
look, look.
I
Let's
can.
not even hop into it yet, and then you can give us your spill about why you can't. How about just the season? This travel to St. Louis was a lot of fun. I have to
Oh,
say
it
this
was a
was a fun
Talk
blast.
trip.
about it.
It ain't done yet.
I mean, yeah. Let's talk about.
Mm.
Okay, it ain't done yet, but for regular
This
season,
trip,
it is
this trip,
done.
yeah.
I
Trip,
fulfilled
trip
my
one, trip
goal.
one of three.
Yeah, I fulfilled my goal of 10 of 10 this season. So regular season, last game was dope. I will say that. St. Louis, the fans were so much fun. Um, they had really great hospitality. Not what I was expecting. Like I didn't know what we were gonna come into. But their tailgating is put together. It was like city,
Yeah,
tent city out there.
it was
So
great. Now the lot that they have is a lot smaller than the Alamo Dome,
they
so
said a church.
it's a lot more compacted.
It's also not run by the city, so they
Yeah,
have a little bit more flexibility than what
There
we
you
can
go.
Hmm.
do here. So you give and take.
yeah, but it looks like because everything's so tight together and just the space they have, it looks a lot fuller than it is. I do think they have more people tailgating than we do,
Oh yeah,
but
for
I
sure.
think I think if you pushed all of us together as close as what they are,
Like right in the
it,
middle of slot C.
yeah, like it wouldn't be that much of a difference, you know.
Really?
I definitely think so.
I mean,
Like,
they had an RV too. I mean, it was
yeah,
AJ McCarron's family. Like, I saw his mom come out the bus. She was like, "Oh hey," I'm like, "Oh hi,
Mm.
wild." Yeah, just hanging
but
out with
Okay.
everybody.
definitely, I do think they had more tailgaters. I don't think it's as just kind of like with the noise, as different, as better than us that they said that it was going to be. So
Okay, I will say at some points because my ears have never gotten that way. And I think it's only because they they do have like the numbers for sure, but I think it's just because they are so compacted too. I did have like slight ringing in my ears, like it felt like white noise, but there at times were just like our dome was. I can hear him freaking stopping. That's how quiet it could get in there. It's like it's
So,
wild.
I look. I will go based off of numbers. Granted, this is not a sci. I don't have a scientific tool. I have an Apple Watch that records decibel levels. They never broke 100. The highest that I have recorded in the Alamo Dome, and granted, we were sitting in essentially what is the exact same spot that we sit in the Alamo Dome
Yeah,
at the Dome at America Center. The same
we gotta talk
exact
about that
spot on
too.
the line, the same exact spot on the field, same
Yeah.
row. So the nothing about like, oh, well, you're higher up, so the acoustics. No. It's the same
Uh-uh.
spot, same part of the field.
All right now,
Uh-huh.
y'all.
No.
All
Wait, well,
right, all right,
let
all
me
right
finish.
now.
Let
I
me
mean,
finish.
Okay.
I'm
Let me
saying
finish.
my ears did buzz, so
Look,
I did have a
they
baby buzz in the ears.
they were consistently loud. I
Yeah,
will give them that.
they got their
But
chants together too as a
they
whole
they
crowd.
they
yeah,
also never broke 100 decibels, and the loudest that I have recorded in the Alamo Dome is 123 decibels.
So my watch was a little different because I went back and I checked. You can go and see the history of it. The highest my decibel meter got on my watch was in the Alamo Dome was 119. The highest that I recorded in the Battle Dome was 116. So they got close to us, but they didn't get over what I've recorded on mine.
So this is from watching on TV, and watching them at the Dome for so long, right? What, 2 seasons. What I'm getting from you guys in the decibel reading is, I think the loudest part of the Dome is maybe like the front row, and everybody else is just watching.
Oh,
And they get loud on third downs, or they get loud when they get a touchdown. But other than that, it don't get that crazy. Other than like the first rows of the Dome. That's kind of like what I'm getting off of what y'all saying.
Yeah, no, and on that same note, and we have the video evidence to prove it. I don't know that there's ever been another fan base that could be heard audibly on the television broadcast throughout the stadium, but we were. We were. You could hear the stomping of my boots.
It was wild. Look, this is how hard this man was stomping. My nose ring was jiggling in my nose, like it was tickling it because it was just like vibrating. Because he was like, defense, like I legit thought our shit was gonna like, ooh, our stuff was gonna like, whoop, we were just gonna go right down.
Hey, this is rated R.
And you're not the only one that told me that. I did have St. Louis fans that came up to me after the game saying, I thought you were going to knock a hole down through the stadium here. Granted, the stadium is as old and dusty as everyone says it is. So I probably very well could have. There's probably some rusty bolts in there, and I probably would have,
BD made it worse. BD made it worse because he was fumbling his beer. Before I knew it, the dust was mud under our feet.
I wasn't the only one, all right. I wasn't the only one, and I think my beer fell from the vibrations of Jorge jumping. So
no.
And we can explain that comment right there. Go ahead.
This right here. So you have never seen any quarterback in the Alamo Dome have to run over to the coach to get the play. That is because, and this is an issue that has been.
We're gonna talk about that later when we recap the game. But
no, yeah, but I'm just gonna mention it right now because it's already been mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason our quarterback had to run is because there was a communications issue that the communications equipment wasn't working. Now, this is not the first time that there has been this complaint that the communication issue does not work. So I don't want to,
or as good as last season.
Right. I don't want people to be saying, oh, you're just making excuses because you couldn't hear. No. We had this problem in Memphis. We had this problem all over. We've had this problem in the Alamo Dome where the communication equipment doesn't work.
Yeah, he didn't have an earpiece in his helmet.
He didn't have an earpiece because he was just going to be the backup. So they didn't put the earpiece in him. So
that's why he could not hear.
And right here, what Mike G says, AJ Smith mentioned it in Houston. And I'm sorry, I love Houston to death, but you're not going to be deafeningly loud in Houston. I'm sorry.
No, our side was still loud.
All right, pause.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jackie.
No, our side was still louder. So yeah, that's just an actual equipment issue. It wasn't because of the volume.
Yeah.
Of the Dusty Dome, the chicken coop.
See, my problem is with the fans, man. That's my problem because they talk so much junk and they don't even be right. You can't sit here and say that lets me know that you either didn't watch the game, or if you was at the game, you didn't watch it back. There's no way that you could sit here and say, oh, he had to keep running to the sideline because it was so loud. Come on, bro. Don't do that. Do not do that, bro. Come on now. We watched the same game. If you heard the announcers on the TV saying they only had 7 earpieces, Quentin Dormady didn't get his in time. They had to keep running back and forth to the coach to get the play. Come on, bro. Don't say it's too loud. Don't do that. Don't disrespect us like that, though. Don't do that. Come on, bro. We watched the same game.
I got a
black cup for a reason. Don't give me hype. Please don't give me hype. Please don't give me hype, bro.
Bring your own juice, DJ.
Hey, I love this DJ.
Because, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Like we've been we keep it cordial and we mess with y'all fans, but don't sit here and act like you ain't hear what they said on the broadcast, bro. Come on now. Come on now. That's
Yeah,
actually,
they did.
if anything,
I
that's a
watched the
fail.
game back.
If anything, that's a failed on our equipment staff or
Hmm.
coaching, however you want to call it, however you want to put it. But come on, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't. We're not here to do that. Come on now.
Yeah, but I agree. So this is how much we bring to the crowd. Even the section that we were in got section of the game.
We got free
Are you
It
toasted
was
serious?
ravioli.
it was the 108
We
of
were
St.
the
Louis.
we were the 108. We were.
Wait, y'all was
So we were
108
the
in St.
10.
Louis too?
No,
No, we were
no, no. We
111.
brought the We
But it
brought the
was the
108.
we brought the 108. And
Yeah.
the thing is that it
So
people
this,
people mocked us
you
for
gotta
the
answer that,
numbers that
but
we
I'm sorry.
brought. Because I've seen pictures where they took pictures of our little group, but the fact of the matter is that we showed up, we were
Hmm.
heard, and because of our presence, because of how relentless we were, it did elevate everyone else around us. I'm not. I
Yeah.
mean,
None of us
I
sat down. We did not sit
like,
down.
and the other Battlehawks fans that were around us wanted to outdo us. So it's like 10 versus 30,000.
Even on
Bring
their
it.
offense, they were starting to say stuff because even so we were lucky enough that I just happened to pick the section where we were next to the bottlenecks.
Yeah.
So they're the guys that wear like the mullets.
Yeah,
They're
glasses and
so
brother neck
funny.
shirts.
Great people.
Oh,
They're
they're
so
great
funny.
dudes. They're so
They
much fun.
literally
Hey,
the
they was
whole
doing. Hey,
time.
how y'all let them do the horns down in front of y'all though? Come on, man. Even though
I
we know
want
that's
Look,
according to Jorge, that's
we've
Texas
I
college, but come
We've
look.
on, bro.
educated
I
many people. They
I
don't
had to
listen.
tell so many people. I was like, because I had someone come up to me, right? Um, they're like horns down. I'm like, okay, we're not the Longhorns though.
Yeah.
Okay, but we saw them off, and I'm like, okay, so now you're talking about Texas A&M again. We're not the Longhorns. So then they went back to like, I'm just a kid. Give me a break.
He was
You have
messing
Come
a
with like
on,
a
man.
13-year-old
you
kid
have a
though.
fresh young mind. Give me something better then. Don't let an
He
old
was
man
arguing with a
school you.
teenager.
She came up to me and told me
Oh,
like
good
I'm just
lord.
Wasn't even a
like
But
teenager.
anyways,
It was an
So
11-year-old. 11-year-old went up and started
the
trash
battle.
talking Jorge.
Yeah, the bottlenecks though, they were just so funny. Like they didn't realize that they were, being loud on offense because they just wanted to be part of our excitement. And they kept turning to us to be like, "We want to hate you guys so bad, but I
Yeah.
can't find a reason to."
He's like,
And
dude,
then
you
I
guys
got
are
them
awesome. I
hooked
really
on
want to hate you, but you guys are awesome.
Yeah, and then we
yeah.
got them hooked on chamoy, so that was the end of it. We're friends for life now.
Oh yeah.
so
That's why
so
it comes in parts.
I know in our group chat, I let you guys know like whatever's happening live so that y'all know. So I did let y'all know about the communications and stuff. So I told y'all,
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
know, during the broadcast, it was like, you know, when he had 7 and Quentin Dormady didn't have one. So um so the question that somebody put up there, so yes, if all of our communications got to be down for St. Louis to cut their communications off so it can be even. All our communications wasn't down. It's just that Quentin Dormady didn't have a mic in his headset. I think they only give 7 for the offense, I believe.
So my
If
No,
I'm
my
not
7 for
question
mistaken,
the
I know
my
the wide
team.
question
receivers
is
get them.
why when Garbers goes down at halftime do they not switch it back? Like, are they not allowed
I
to?
would have
Is
thought that
it,
that's what I was thinking.
you know, like
I don't know. I don't know
there's
that
got to be
rule.
some like, hey, if this player goes down for injury, you can take
Yeah.
his headset out and give it to somebody else. You know, not switch
Maybe
mid game
because they
just
didn't think
for the
that
heck of it, but
maybe they didn't think that Garbers was ruled out. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't switch his headset. Maybe he got to go down all the way for us to switch the headsets out. But I would have thought at halftime they would have switched the headsets. I mean, that
He
makes
came
most
out at
sense.
halftime without pads. So
yeah,
he was
we
out.
saw
Right. So I
him
would have thought they
walking
would have
into
switched
the
the
locker
headset.
room, and there was no way he was coming back. So
I don't know, bro. That's a rule that I don't know. We got to kind of figure out what's going on with that. I mean, if anybody know, but I know for sure. Like I heard the announcer on the broadcast say that they only supposed to have 7 on offense.
yeah.
yeah,
So I mean, if Garbers is down, shouldn't Garbers give his headset, or shouldn't Quentin get Garbers' headset in
you
his
would think.
helmet?
Yeah, you would
There's
think. that's how it would work, but
Yeah, you would think.
apparently not.
I don't know, bro.
And
Well, let's just talk about the game in general because,
oh
woo,
no,
let me tell you
no.
what, this was the most nerve-wracking game. And I will say this, the drone bothered the crap out of me.
Dude,
When you're there,
yes.
like, I thought it was a football at one time. I'm like,
I thought it
oh,
was the football. I thought it was a flag. I thought it was a fly that was in front of my face. You know, just this little
that
thing just
drone
hit
was
me
distracting.
all the way around.
Yeah.
That drone
Wow.
is the absolute
Well,
worst thing that could happen to football. And the reason I say that is because at some point in time, it's going to interfere with a crucial play, or it's going to hit a player or a ref or something like that and cause some damage. And they're going to say, oh, well, it's part of the game. And that's absolutely ridiculous. The thing needs to be eliminated immediately.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But
So
I mean, it was back and forth right at the beginning. Like, okay, we got picked right at the beginning. Like,
I mean, it was a defensive slugfest for the first
hell
half.
yeah,
That's what it was.
absolutely.
And then in the second half, the Brahmas offense picked it up. I think Dormandy was the right quarterback to go in there. He gave a spark to the offense that was badly needed. I would have liked to have seen the receivers step up a little bit more to make up for the lack of the runners that we didn't have in John Love and Anthony McFarland. So I guarantee you, I mean, no discredit to what Morgan Ellison and Puka Williams did, but Anthony McFarland alone, that's a whole different beast.
Yeah. McFarland will love it. They're on a different plane than everyone else. So
McFarland is a mixed match nightmare because he could come out the backfield and he also could run the ball. So we need
100%.
I mean, considering that we had some really key players out this week, like the fact that it was just that much of a battle, like whew.
Missing
Yeah.
the defensive
And, you know,
linemen, safeties, like it was.
Next week
in my head. I'm telling myself, okay, we rested for the playoffs. Please come back and give us all y'all got, man.
kind of
I mean,
what,
look, go ahead.
All the players that were dinged up didn't play just to rest a little bit more. Both teams played incredibly conservative. Neither one did anything fancy.
Mhm.
You know, there was no trick plays. It was basic runs, basic passes. You know, nobody wanted to tip their hand for next week. So I don't have any takeaways from the game because this is just like, hey, it's a game we got to play. The real game is next week. Like they weren't trying to win the game, but they weren't, or you know what I mean? Like they weren't trying to lose the game, but they weren't actively like doing their best to win the game. It's like, hey, whatever happens, we're gonna just get through this game as best we can.
Yeah.
And next week is where we're gonna see everything. I think both teams did that. So
that's what I wanted to say is because even at the end, just like, I mean, what everyone else doesn't get to see, when the team came up to us, they didn't look defeated. They were smiling. They were just like, next week. Next week. It's like they're basically saying there's a reason why this happened. It's next week. Don't worry about it.
And just to clarify, I don't think that the players by any means were not playing to win. They wanted to win.
Absolutely not.
But I think the play calling was more on the conservative side.
Yeah.
And it was more on like, let's not show our hands right now just to get home field advantage. Let's go out there, grind it out. And the players gave it their all. And the coaching was a little bit more, because I mean, I would have loved to have seen a John Trey Kirkland double pass, that would have been awesome. But like, I can understand why you don't run that this week, but maybe you run it that next week. St. Louis has been our Achilles heels. We are 0-3 against them over 2 years. And it's that's something that, I mean, I don't want to get into it yet because it's going to get me upset, but the final challenge, ooh. This is where I'm just like, this is why you need a ref that understands how to play offensive line.
Let's get into that. Okay, let's get into that because I'm going to take the contradictory opinion here That call was the exact right call for them to make. Okay? Here's
What's
why.
that?
First and foremost, the offensive lineman was in a position where he was considered to be an eligible receiver, where he should not have been. So that's a little bit of slack on our offensive line. Even though he was trying to make a block to open up a passing lane, he should have been aware of where he was on the field. Second of all, kudos to AJ for keeping an eye on it, even though it did come from upstairs. Kudos to AJ for making a big deal about it and using the rules exactly the way they were intended to. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that we've now been burnt twice on the UFL rules that have gone against us. But that's 100% what they're there for. And that's why this game is so much better, is that you have those opportunities to call out bad calls or missed calls. Had it gone our way, we'd be saying the exact opposite thing. We'd be saying exactly what I'm saying right now, that this is exactly what it's meant for. So I'll take the contradictory opinion. I'll take the heat for applauding St. Louis on using the rules in their favor. We never should have left that game in the referee's hands or that close that something like that could have happened. We should have locked that game down and put it away and gotten home field advantage, and then we'd be having a whole different conversation about what's coming up this next week.
Well, I
I
blame
disagree.
that on our kicker
I disagree.
too.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I blame our kicker though for sure for us not
Oh,
being
yes,
in that,
for sure.
that position
But
in the first place. But I'm kind of with everyone else. Go ahead.
But I also don't blame the kicker because we should never been in that position. For one, for two,
Truth.
also
Truth right there.
It's a lot to go. It's to dissect this game. It's a lot because kicker, yes, he effed up, but we already knew that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to put us in a predicament where we have to rely on our kicker. Also, drop passes, bro. Come on, dog. We cannot do that. The drop passes killing us.
Yep.
Well,
The
okay,
the overthrows, the underthrows. Come on, man.
Yes.
Hold on. You're kind of getting off track. Let's go back to Jay being absolutely wrong.
Oh yeah, no. I was getting to that, but I'm just saying, Jay was absolutely wrong because I was
Let's get back to the call. Okay.
Yeah, no. I was getting on one.
Put your finger up, bro.
Somebody on Facebook about it because they was like, all the Battlehawks fans were like, oh yeah, it was the right call. Come on, bro.
No,
He's blocking the next man up, and he was in front of him. It was down the field. Yeah, on a 2-yard line, bro. You can't even really count 5 yards because the goal line is right there. So you in your head, you thinking like, oh, he went this far deep in the end zone. Come on, bro. There's no lines in the end zone to tell you how far down the line how far in the end zone he's been. It's not 5 yards. I don't even give a. I was about to cuss, but I don't care what they talking about, bro. That's a bad call. Bad call.
Bad call. Former offensive lineman.
Go ahead, Jorge. Talk to us, bro.
Sit down there, y'all. He's gonna have a tantrum. Go ahead, bro.
Look, the reason I disagree with Jay, and he can talk all he wants, but I'm taking off my fan hat and I'm putting on my I studied the film hat. As an offensive lineman, when you are an offensive lineman, you can block up to the second level to the linebackers, which is what this offensive lineman did. Now, if you go back and watch the play, he was engaging in a block. And when you're an offensive lineman, when you are engaged in a block, you drive your man, right? Now, granted, where the ball was placed, you had a total of 12 yards of field to play with. Now, if you overpower your man and drive him back, okay. Now, the defender turned his body to where if the offensive lineman continued to block, that then would have been a hold on the offensive lineman, which is why he then disengaged, and then the linebacker shot to where the ball was being thrown. Now, where he disengaged, if you look at the fields, that's about a 5-6 yards off of the line of scrimmage, which if we were still, let's say, on the 40, that would have been completely fine because he's still within the box. The box it goes from the linebackers to the defensive linemen. That is the defensive inner box. And so where he went and the fact that he overpowered the linebacker and drove him back, and he's getting punished for being too good of a blocker because where he disengaged was okay, I don't want to get a hold, but now I'm too far back, but because there's no more field to go with, and he stopped. He didn't move. He didn't play the field. He didn't hurt anybody. He didn't get in anybody else's way. And so it's one of those things where I saw it, and as an offensive lineman, I'm like, you just got punished for doing your job too good.
So,
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Hang on. Let me ask you this then. You're saying he's being punished for doing his job. When he disengaged, why didn't he turn with the defensive back to stay with him to then make him not an eligible receiver?
Because
that's his job.
Then he would have been interfering with the defender running in pass protection, and then that would have been offensive line right there. You can block exactly. You can block to the second level, and if you drive your guy, if you're engaged and you drive him as an offensive lineman, it's not your fault that you're stronger than the defender. That's on the defender for not doing leg day.
So drive them back. Somebody put up John's comment real quick on the thing. John Davis' comment. So that's incorrect. That's false. That's the NFL rule. And it's 1 yard from the line of scrimmage unless you're actively engaged with the blocker. The UFL rule is 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, just like college, but it's the same thing. If you're actively blocking a defender, you can go past that 3 yards.
Yes.
If you're engaged.
That's at all levels. That's on all levels.
But once you disengage from the defender, you have to stay in that spot, which is why, Jay, when the defender broke off, the lineman shouldn't have followed him, because then he would have been ineligible downfield. If he stays in his spot like he did when you disengage, then you're not ineligible. If you follow and run around, then yes, you are.
How does he become an eligible receiver if he's actively engaged?
He was actively engaged. He started at the 2 yard line. He engaged with the linebacker at the 1 yard line. Pushed the linebacker 3 yards into the end zone. So it was about the 2 yard line of the end zone. Then the linebacker turned to run. Lineman disengaged, stayed there. Absolutely not a penalty, within the rules of where you're allowed to block, what you're allowed to do.
Right. And going to this, the reason he was 5 past the yard,
because he was actively engaged, bro.
Because he was actively blocking a defender.
He drove the defender back. He did what an offensive lineman is supposed to do.
That's the lineman's job, bro.
Like you're supposed to drive, and when the defender turned to avoid a holding call, he let go and he stayed put. That's the thing. Like that's where.
But guess what? The fans are going to automatically say, "Oh, that's what they call. That's what the officials call. That's what Mike Pereira called." But guess what? Mike Pereira and
they've been wrong many
times. Have been making the same calls all year, bro. This is not.
You know what? So I remember this exact play earlier in the year. It was Birmingham or DC. I don't remember the team.
I'm pulling it up right now.
But I remember a red jersey. So it was either Birmingham or DC, and they were saying that exact same thing. It was a replay. It was a challenge of an illegal player downfield. And they were talking exactly like what I said. If you're engaged with the defender, you can go past the 3 yards that's allowed. And then once you get past it, once you break away, that spot where you stop is now your new spot where you cannot go past that again.
And I knew this here was going to come up. I hear a lot of crying in here about this. I knew
that's what I'm saying. That's my point. I mean, that's the point.
I knew that I was gonna get chewed out or called out for saying well, you're just saying that because you lost the game. No, I'm saying that as an offensive lineman, as someone who played the position and knows what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to drive your man downfield. That's it. That's what you're supposed to do. Look right there. Look at the left tackle. Look, engages.
Now he puts you back.
Drive.
But it's an offensive man downfield.
He turns right there to avoid and stops. He lets him go.
Actively engaging, bro.
And stops to avoid the hold.
But it's all good though, man. It's all good. We're gonna lose this argument every day. It's all good. It's already been had. It's already been had, and then the fans are going to say, "Oh, well, they called the play," and but they know if they've been watching the UFL all season, Mike Pereira and Dean Blandino is making terrible calls all year. But it's all good though. It is what it is. Hey, we back in the playoffs. We gotta win this. We gotta win this game. We are up against probably about to be 60K. I mean, I don't even know how many they're gonna get in that stadium.
And
But-
enjoy the cigar on the couch,
It-
man.
It won't be 60K. I can promise you that.
They're gonna get over
No.
40K probably.
No, they won't.
Probably.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh wow.
Because
okay. I thought
here's
they was
why.
gonna get over 40.
This is a playoff implication game, and they only had 32,
34.
give or take, 34, and they were not competing with any other sport in St. Louis. The Cardinals were not playing in town, and
No hockey.
their soccer team, hockey's done, or at least their hockey season is done. No soccer, no any competing sports, and they got 34. This weekend, they're probably going to have at least one, maybe two different competing sports. And the St. Louis, the Battlehawks faithful will show up, but you're going to get about probably between 30 and 32. And that's going to be about it. We already know that we've talked to people that have seats available right now that normally would have those seats filled. So I don't think they're going to get the numbers that everybody's kind of anticipating. I think their critical mass is about 32, give or take, and that's about what they're going to maintain. They're just not getting the engagement. Why would people go to the game if they can just watch it on TV? So that's, I think, part of the biggest problem that we're running into with fan engagement.
I think 40K.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see on Sunday.
That's my guess. I think 40K.
Okay,
Well,
I think you're going to be wrong, but we'll find out Sunday.
Be ready.
Hey,
He'll
we'll
think
find
he's wearing
out.
some
We'll
glasses.
talk about it on Monday. That's all.
He's gonna be
We'll
wearing
talk
some
about it on
glasses.
Monday.
More stomping.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm
better make sure you have my glasses ready.
I'm gonna gladly pull them things out.
Make
there
sure
you
you
go.
have
There
them
you
ready
go,
for me
Jake.
to
I'll
put on.
gladly pull the glasses out. I think 40K.
You make sure you have those
35
glasses
is
ready for
cool,
me to
but
wear.
I just think 40K.
Okay.
And that's fine. You know what? Bring
That's just me.
60K.
That's just me.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Bring however many you want. The fact that, look, in any sport,
The only reason why I say that is because they wanted to feel like a football city. They wanted to. They know the Cronky thing, all that's going on. They want it, and they in the playoffs. This what they want. They didn't make it last year. They in the playoffs this year. This is what they want. I say 40K. I'll live and die by it, but it's all good. I say 40K.
Okay.
hey, that's fine. That's fine. I kind of agree with
Let's
Jay.
talk about the kicker now. Can we talk about this kicking?
No.
What taking?
We
No,
have
what
to.
they
Exactly.
Oh,
I mean, I saw-
man.
I
The
saw-
lack
0 for 5,
of.
baby. 0 for 5.
The lack of, like, why do our hopes rest on? I hate it. Like, the mustache power is gone.
No,
Like,
no.
It's just not even about it no more.
Now,
Yeah, it's
let's-
gone. It's
let's-
gone. I'm sorry. It's
let's-
gone. I'll say it. It's gone.
It's
let's-
gone.
Let's also, how long were the attempts? I mean, granted, one of them was blocked, and that's on the kicker for not kicking high enough, right? But the
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Jorge, don't do that. Don't do that.
no.
This one was
Now,
blocked.
it was a low kick. It was a low kick.
Don't blame
know,
the
That kick
kicker.
was not
Doink
blocked.
Don't do that.
Don't.
First one.
Don't-
One of them was.
The first one.
The first kick was blocked.
The first
not the one at the end
was.
of
The
game.
first kick, not the
Jorge,
one
That's
at
I
the
because
can't
game.
believe you, bro.
No,
They
listen,
put in
you
people.
didn't. You cut me off before I finished, my guy. The
First
go
one
ahead.
was the one that was blocked was a 59-yarder. The second one was a 51-yarder.
The first kick was a low kick, which allowed it to be blocked. That is on the kicker. He needs to
He got
kick it
one
higher,
job.
right?
That one
Now,
job.
kicking a 50-plus yard field goal is not easy in general, right? So it goes on. It's multiple people that it's not just Ryan Santoso's fault. Yes, I would love to have him
Agreed.
put 15 points on the board that we have missed out on the last 3 games, right? But
Agreed.
It also comes down to the offense putting him in a position where he doesn't have to kick 50+ yard field goals consistently,
Agree.
which is what he's had to do. And I mean, unless you're a GOAT kicker like an Adam Vinatieri,
One job, bro. One job.
like not every kicker is going to make every single 50+ yard field goal.
One
And when
job.
that's all you kick,
Hey, talk about
it's
it.
gonna be
Talk
hard.
about it, Marlon.
You know what?
Talk
I
about it.
don't want him to make every single one, but you know what? I don't want him to miss 5 in a
Talk
row.
about it, Marlon.
I agree. There should be more consistency, but at the same time, let's also get him a little closer so he doesn't have to kick 50+ yard field goals at 5 times in a row.
I mean,
Well,
you don't think at the end we could have given? I mean, given
Yes.
the time, we should have given him more yards. We should
Yeah.
have not
we
let him
had one
kick
more
on
play. We
second.
could have done,
One more
Throw-
play and
I
a
was
spike.
just so
3 yards
mind-boggled
out,
by
whatever,
it.
something to get him inside.
Agreed.
I just didn't
Yeah.
understand what the logic was. Like, man, we could have.
There was 12
Well-
seconds left, and they decided to kick. They had time for one play and a spike.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, they didn't have any timeouts left, but they could have run a quick, QB run to the side. If there's something short, get out of bounds, throw it. If not, throw it out of bounds, whatever. With 3 seconds left.
Agree, Marlon.
A quick post or a quick flag or a quick slant, and then NASCAR to a spike, and you would have had 3 or 4 seconds left to kick a field goal if they catch the ball from the 30, which makes it like a 40-something yard field goal rather than a 50+.
Yeah.
if you want to get technical about it, we shouldn't be relying on the kicker.
When we
General.
gonna get
Okay.
real?
What do you mean?
What?
He said, when are we going to get rid of him?
When we-
I mean,
When we gonna get?
Oh,
real?
when are we going to get rid of him? I don't know, but
I
it
don't
shouldn't
think it's gonna
matter.
happen.
We're-
No, I didn't say rid of him. I said when we gonna get real. Let's be real.
real.
Let's be real.
Well, I don't fully understand what you mean by that, but I will say that we're in the same position kind of as we were last year, that we're relying on the kicker to win games. We saw how that ends. It doesn't end well for us. We've got to start pushing our offense deeper into the red zone, and we got to come up with touchdowns. We can't push, and then settle for a 40 or 50 yard
Agreed.
field goal that our kicker might or might not make, right? And it doesn't matter it doesn't matter if it's Vinatieri
Agree.
or if it's me kicking. Like, you shouldn't be relying on your field goal kicker to try and win games. That is a backup plan at best. We need to start converting on offense. We need to start pushing these first downs and getting in the dang end zone.
Well, we
Plain
don't
and
want
simple.
kicking.
We
don't
could
want
have
kicking.
easily won that
The
game.
2 field goals that he had were 16 seconds left in the first half and 8 seconds left in the second half. These weren't like the middle of the game drives. These were at the end of the half drives. So they weren't. It
I
wasn't
understand
because
that.
we couldn't get the down to score a touchdown. It was we were trying to get in position to kick a field goal. The offense did what they were trying to do. They put him in a position to kick a field goal at the end of the half and at the end of the game, and he missed those field goals. So this isn't about
But we should,
the offense not doing what trying to get in scores. This has nothing to do with that. This is just about
but,
getting down to score to kick a field goal and not doing it.
okay, but then my question is, why did we rely on trying to get into a position to kick a field goal? Why didn't we try and take some shots in the end zone? We had time on the board.
Don't do that, Jesse.
Okay. I mean, if it was going to be a 51-yard kick anyways with 16
Please.
seconds left, why didn't we take a shot at the end zone?
We could have.
We could have. I believe. Yeah, we all said. Yeah, they should have ran another play or two before that. So
Let me know when we gonna get real.
when are we getting
Hey,
real?
go ahead, get real. Get real.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
Let's be real.
Don't
Let's be real.
don't
Let's
get
be
rid.
real, because I don't want to sugarcoat nothing like that. Hey, I don't care who you is. You got a job to do. This
Yeah.
is the second chance, second opportunity league. You have a job to do. Now, another person made a good comment, and it was like, "Oh, why you think he wasn't on the team in the first place?" That's very true. I mean, but still, you still have a job to do, bro. And I don't understand why we not trying to figure out other avenues to take with this kicking position, because we cannot do this.
Because
I
we're
got
in
it.
the
Yes,
conference
I got it.
championship.
The game should not come down to a field goal. I got it. True. That's
But
honest. But you got one job to do, bro. If I'm getting on the wide receivers for not catching the passes, I'm gonna get on the kicker for not kicking field goals, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
absolutely,
be
and
honest.
it's entirely justified.
100%.
And if you're gonna make a change, a kicker's the easiest change to make because
I agree.
you've got one job: kick
I
the
agree.
damn ball.
Facts.
You don't have to worry about schemes or blocking or routes that the receivers are going to run. You holder holds the ball right here. You kick it straight. That's
Hey,
what you
and
do.
Brad Wing haven't been messing up them hoes, bro. So he
Look,
getting them right there. They
I
perfect.
was legit
No
saying
strings, nothing. You good. You
Wing
got a
needs
kick
to
and you make
kick.
it.
Wing needs to just
There
do
are
it. He just needs to go in.
there are 4 kickers now that have nothing left to do for the rest of the season. Why aren't we trying to talk to one of them and bring him in?
I
Agree.
wouldn't. I
Okay.
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Hey,
Why?
give him some
Well, I
competition.
mean,
hey, I'm gonna make a bold. I'm gonna make a bold.
Why wouldn't you at this
unpopular.
point? What is Santoso doing for this team?
Nothing.
Nothing. He 0 for 5, bro. Look, I'm gonna make a bold,
Well,
unpopular opinion.
You asked me the question, but okay.
I'm-
Yeah, I did.
Look, I'll answer it. I don't have no problem answering. Hey,
Why
look,
is so
my black-
sassy tonight? My God.
I like it. I like this Jorge. But my black cup is empty. So look, I'm gonna make a bold, unpopular opinion, right? Garber's probably hurt. I know he was on kicking though, but I'm like, a little off topic, bro. But Garber's is hurt. Quentin Doherty, we don't know what the hell we're gonna get from him. I mean, he got more interceptions than touchdowns. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say start Kevin Hogan. What y'all think?
No.
I think so.
I agree. There you go, Jay. Now, Jay. I like this, Jay.
No.
What you think? What you think? What you think? Well, Jorge, I'm gonna come back to you, but Brian, what do you think?
Like you said with the other, there's a reason the kickers are here and not. There's a reason Hogan's a third string quarterback.
That is
true on a team.
That is true.
He played.
I like the sparks.
He did really good. He played great for us on 2 drives in Houston. That's the max of what we've seen. So I don't know enough about him to say that I want him to start in our biggest game we've ever had.
That's key though, because a lot of teams don't know nothing about him either. That's key, and he can run.
Well,
he can run. He does. He is more of the Garbers type, which if the play kind of breaks down, he's got the ability to run, which Dormady doesn't have that as well. So I do like that aspect, but man, I don't know.
So how about this?
I'm not ready
we
to
start
Quentin
Dormady.
Start Hogan over him.
We start Quentin Dormady, see how he play, then switch him out to Kevin Hogan. How about that?
You know what? I would support that. If Dormady doesn't make it, if he's having issues, whatever, the line, then yeah, bring Hogan in. Don't wait like you did Houston the last, series of the game, the last 2 series of the game. But
I'm just the opposite. I think you start Hogan, and if Hogan struggles, then you put in Dormady. Here's the reason why.
They don't know what Hogan can do.
Exactly. So how are they going to game plan against a quarterback that they don't know?
There you go.
Okay. We don't either, but at least we have a better idea from training camp and practices to see what he's capable of doing. And we've got a little bit of footage of them on, from the Houston game. But that being said, that's your best weapon is the unknown. They don't know what to expect from this guy, so they're not going to know how to game plan against him. I say you start Hogan, mix it up, throw some crazy stuff at him, see what they do, and then if St. Louis can't handle Hogan, you keep running with him. If they can, then you put in your tried and true. You don't just put out the tried and true, knowing that they've got tons of game film on him and knowing that they can shut him down.
All right, Jorge, go ahead.
Y'all are the only.
All right, Jorge, back to the original question that I asked you 5 minutes ago.
Go ahead. Why are you so sassy tonight, man?
I'm telling you.
Look, he got a new hat. He got a new hat, so he's trying to turn up on us. Go ahead, Jorge.
Which question am I answering at this point before I get cut off?
Your replies are too long. I can't deal with it.
So, look,
Jackie for QB.
y'all are the only crazy ass people that will say put in QB3 to start the conference championship. Are you serious? No.
Okay, talk about it. We here. Talk about it. Let's pause. Let's pause. We pause.
Do you? Okay, yeah. Dormady has thrown his interceptions.
Okay.
But do you not remember that he also won 4 games?
Okay, I agree. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, but it seems like everyone's discrediting that.
No, we not. No, we not. I said unpopular.
Put in Hogan. You said put in Hogan.
Yes, unpopular. It's not. Everybody not going to agree with it. It's cool. It's just unpopular. But I just think with Quentin Dormady, it's too risky. I'm just being honest. I'm telling y'all, this is a real podcast right now. We got our backs against the wall. We back in St. Louis, about to go against, I say 40,000 fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be real.
Yeah, so am I. I'm trying.
We getting everybody back.
Why would you
put Kevin Hogan in?
Why would you put in your third string quarterback?
I think he's better than Quentin Dormady. If let's be real, I'm being real. I think he's the intangibles that I've seen from Kevin Hogan and vice versa Quentin Dormady. I just see better from Kevin Hogan. I like how he operates the offense. That's just me.
You've seen 2 drives,
and I love it.
6 games.
Keep it going. Yeah, he haven't had the opportunity though. Like let's be real.
Like it's at this point, it's like, why are we changing the game plans? Like, why are we? Like?
But that's when I said, okay, cool. Put Quentin Dormady in at first. Start the game. See how he look. If he look trash, then switch him out.
Like Santoso, y'all want to replace him? Why would? Okay, if this was week 6, week 7, okay, let's look at that. But it's a conference championship. Why would you overhaul an entire special teams unit?
But we're not talking about.
Hey, see, he know ball.
Win.
He know ball.
To
win.
Talk
no ball, man. He know ball.
One piece. The easiest
key piece. That's like you guys are
talking
about
don't say
the
no
key
piece.
pieces.
Don't do that.
The kicker, the quarterback, let's change it all up and put in other people that have not played for us.
But he has more interceptions than touchdowns.
The kicker has more wins than losses.
Okay, so just forget about the quarterback because these guys are crazy. All right, you don't start Hogan over Dormady, but you need to look at bringing a new kicker in. Like Santoso is not getting it done. He's missed his last 5.
Next season, not right now.
My God!
Why not?
So you guys, hang on. You guys want to take a chance on the one element that everybody across the league knows and they know how to defend against. This is the playoffs. This is where you take out all the stops. You take a chance. You lay it all out on the line, and you don't give your opponent what they're going to expect. You give them the unexpected. You take wild shots. You do the crazy stuff because that's what leads to championships. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Plain and simple.
That is not starting a third-string quarterback that you signed 5 games into the season.
This is
our backup emergency quarterback. This is not the guy you want to start.
I'm just here to keep the peace with y'all before y'all rip each other's heads off.
And I love it. People watching, they responding. But look, two things that's important to the Brahmas' identity, right? Well, number 1, the run game, which we have back. We have McFarland back, and we'll have Lovett back. That's important.
We didn't have all of them. We have 8 people coming back.
Number 2, we know that. We have the number 1 defense in the league. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Now here.
What are we talking about, Jorge? Come on, talk to me.
Here's another piece, and this is from my man White.
My cup empty, from my baby. Man.
Let's go. Then your cup's about. You better throw the cup in the trash can.
That's all.
Look, all this. Let's get the new kicker. Let's get all this out. Look, it is. You cannot, unless the player is injured. You cannot by rule. After week 9, they are locked in.
Okay.
Unless they get injured. So unless Ryan Santoso somehow injures his leg between today and Sunday, which I hope does not happen, he's our kicker. That's it. That's the rule.
Who's our newest signee? Kay Warner. Hey, you need to go Tanya Harding him. All right, let's go.
And Kay Warner only came in because Cody Latimer had to get out.
But look, one thing I think James hit on it. Yes, that's true. We don't want to switch a quarterback, which I agree. I mean, it's unpopular opinion. But at the same time, if you want to say that about the quarterback, then we got to say that about the kicker as well too. Ain't no point in switching
That's
the
not
kicker
even
out.
the
So guess
same
what?
thing.
So guess
That's
what?
not even the same thing.
No. But they said two key. They said the quarterback and the kicker. So look, that's what Jorge said. I'm responding to what he said. Now, if you don't want to get another kicker right now, we too late in the season. But guess what? That means our offense have to play balls out. So guess who backs against the wall right now? Quentin Dormady, because he needs to perform. Y'all want him to start. He needs to perform. That's all I'm asking.
Absolutely,
No
he does.
turnovers.
No, absolutely. Dude,
No
you're
overthrows,
100%
no
correct. You're
underthrows. So that's what I
100%
see.
correct. He needs to be the guy that we saw against who the hell was it? Arlington, 320 yards. Fantastic game. That's who he needs to be.
I agree.
How many
So-
times has he been that though?
That's true, Jay. Let's talk. Let's talk.
How
Okay.
many times has Hogan been that?
How many times has Hogan had the opportunity to?
Come on, dude. Come on.
What he
Let's be
did
real.
do, though, was
Hey,
good.
Brian, we are being real right now. This is a real pod. This is Horns Forward Podcast. We are being real.
I'm being real. It is absolutely crazy to think that you start Hogan over Quentin Dormady, the guy who's been with the team the entire year, that knows every bit of this offense, all the plays, everything, every wrinkle, every trick play, everything.
So
Dormady
what do you
knows
think?
it.
Hold on.
Oh,
So what do you think
still
Hogan?
yet
What do you
didn't
think
convert
Hogan
on
has
any
been
of
doing in
this.
practice? What do you think
Do what?
Hogan been doing in practice?
I'm not saying he's not doing it in practice. I'm saying
Okay,
Quentin's
so he
been
know
with
the
this team
plays.
the
He
entire
know all
season.
that
He
too.
knows
This is Quentin
everything.
Dormady. He running. I'm sure he running with first team offense too. Come on now.
Yep.
He has
And
to
you
be
know-
because if Garber's down, you got Quentin Dormady. You got to run him with the first team offense. Quentin Dormady
Yep.
can't be the only one running with first team offense. You got to have
Yeah.
Kevin
Yep.
Hogan in too.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
You
Hey,
are correct.
We need to change this podcast to Let's Be Real. No, Hornswell Podcast, semicolon or colon. Let's be real. Come on.
We could just
Come
do a
on.
"Let's Be Real" segment.
Let's
and
be
just let
real.
you go
This
at
title,
it.
Let's Be Real. Change that for me, Miss Ruth. Change that for me.
Yeah.
There you go. Look, let's be real. No, but look,
Uh,
I understand everybody. Like, look, we understand all that. That's why I started with unpopular opinion. I just know that we cannot. Then it's just off topic, but just being real, I know that it cannot come down to a field goal, and I don't want it to. I'm just a
Nobody
realist. I don't want him kicking my field goals. That's all. We can't lose another game by a field goal. I'm just being real.
Yep.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
I'm just being real.
We have got to do something different, and we've got to do something better. Our backs are against the wall. That home field advantage was a big deal for us. It would have helped out
Yes, it was.
tremendously.
Yes, it
Now
was.
we're playing in a must-win situation. If we plan on going to the championship game, we absolutely cannot rely on a kick to win that game.
Agreed.
We have to put the game away. So, is Dormady the man to get it done?
Yes.
That remains to be seen. I support your opinion on that. I support you believing in that, but I 100% don't have the same opinion. So I think we need to shake things up. I think we need to give Hogan a start. Let's see what he can do. And if he runs hog wild on him, awesome. And if not,
I mean, what 1 quarter? What can it hurt? 1 quarter.
Hey, we've been doing dual quarterbacks the last couple games anyway, so I
Exactly.
don't see why not.
We
yeah,
I'm
Let
not
him
saying
rest
don't
up a
give
little
Hogan
bit.
a shot. Like I said, yeah. But you start Dormady, yeah, you could keep a short leash on him. If he starts getting a little
Robert,
crazy,
please
pull
don't,
him,
bro.
put Hogan
This
in.
man is tripping,
But-
dog. Don't do that.
I snorted.
No, he sucked the last few series without a headset. Let's be real. He
I
sucked.
mean, and with us being there, we didn't know what was going on until you messaged us and said about that.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Well,
why are we
we saw him
wasting
running
so
the
much damn
sidelines, and I didn't know what the
time?
hell he was doing.
You cannot-
It was killing
Listen,
us. It was
you-
killing us.
You cannot do that in that situation with the crowd so loud in an away game. You cannot do that. Like, you don't have any chance to get to the line and change the play.
Why
You
didn't they
don't have
do
no
it
chance.
during the half? Why didn't they give him anything after that? Like when we went to half, I don't understand.
QTNA. You know what that means?
No, but you're gonna tell me, right?
Questions that need answers. Please
Yep.
answer us. Where
Yep.
James at? James, get in here and answer us, bro.
Yep. It literally would have
Jeremy,
taken.
we need somebody from the front office. Answer this, please. Why didn't we switch the headsets after
Yep.
halftime?
Yeah, why didn't he
It-
get? I don't
And that's what
understand.
I'm curious whether that's a rule, which it would be an absolute crazy rule if it was. But
Yeah, that'd be
you've
nitpicky.
got 15 headsets you can assign throughout the team, and if you pick one, if one guy goes down, then you know what, sucks to be you. I don't,
That can't be a real thing. That can't be a rule.
Oh yeah,
it can't be. But why else would you not make the switch at halftime?
not
Like,
unless
if-
all
what
of the-
other
all
what
of the
other
equipment
reason
was-
is
was
there
shit.
for them to not give Dormady a headset that works at halftime? There has to be a reason it wasn't done. And other than like ineptitude of coaching staff, you know what? That I would believe in Houston or Memphis, not Wade, not our coaching staff. There's got to be a reason why they didn't make that change.
I got one more thing before I hand the mic over to Jorge because I know this is the longest he's been quiet. And
I
love it.
know.
And I love it because
I
normally he
love
be going
it.
ham.
Yep.
But I love it. But guess what? I got one more thing to say, and I got to put it on my guy back, and I think he's gonna get it done for us. And y'all know where he played at. He played in Maryland. My man Anthony McFarland Jr. He gonna ball out for us. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Jorge.
All y'all minus well, Jackie didn't say much, but BD,
I was just a mediator, just making
you
sure.
are accurate. Why you would switch up a kicker and put in QB3 to start the conference championship? That is just from a football brain. I'm just like,
Hey Jorge, how you like your hat, bro?
I'm about to pull it
Hey,
out.
Jorge, I love you, man. I love you, man. I love
you.
Is
everything that you do, man.
is that the waterproof hat? Because hopefully it's like brain proof on the inside.
Like,
Hey, I think it's ventilated, so you should be able to get the steam out of the hat.
like,
Y'all done messed up Jorge. Look at him.
Man, hey, look, this is the most. He's so quiet right now. He's
because
He's
love
goofy
it.
right now.
because I look, I give you guys logic on a bad overturned lineman call and get said, no,
That's
you're
true.
wrong about that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I get told you guys want to go with QB3 to start the conference fucking championship. Like, what? What? When we have a quarterback who has gone 4-2,
Excuse me?
he has done his job above and beyond at 4-2 record. And you guys will say, nah, throw him in the trash. Put in the third string quarterback who's played two drives for us.
We didn't say throw him in the trash.
Did he really go 4-2, or did the team go 4-2?
Oh,
You're giving him unnecessary and undue credit.
Oh, hey, we potting now.
DJ himself said it. He's got more interceptions than he's got touchdowns. So you want to talk logic? Let's talk logic. Let's put all of our faith in a guy who's more likely to throw an interception than he is a touchdown. Let's do that. That's logical.
And so, but everyone always says, "What's the leader? Who's the leader of the offense? Who's the one that gets the who's the field general?"
Alex Mollett.
I mean, I love my man Thick Six, right?
Yeah. I know you ain't going to touch it down. Yeah,
but he ain't throwing balls downfield. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
is he?
He's catching them.
He is.
But like, what I'm saying is like, yes, the team has gone 4-6 with Dormady at the helm, and I feel like, okay, you guys want to talk about his interceptions? Well, give the man credit for also giving
what James
him.
says goes.
There you go.
Definitely give him credit for winning the game that he's won.
If we been real.
Jorge,
I agree, bro. I agree. We can give him credit. We can give him credit.
Of all the weeks to like start saying, let's turn our back, let's change this, let's change that. This is not it.
Okay.
This is not it.
So you think running the same thing is gonna work?
You know what the definition of insanity is, right?
Oh my God, here we go again. I can't even say when I can't finish without getting cut off.
Okay, go ahead, Jorge. Go ahead.
Look,
look, I'll even mute myself.
Que la chingada. Que la chingada.
He's muted.
Ah, la
Yeah, go.
chinada.
Look,
Oh shoot.
I'm not saying run the exact same plays over and over
No,
and
he's not.
over again. But what I'm saying is use the same personnel who have been in this position throughout the duration of the season. If we wanted to make a change, the game against Houston, that's when that's the cutoff of when we should have made a change. If there was going to be personnel changes, it's too late now, right? I'm not going to go if we win this game this next Sunday. Are we still going to be saying book Hogan in against the Birmingham Stallions? Let's let Brad Wing kick some field goals.
We just
against
made
the
a
Birmingham
personnel
Stallions.
change. I mean, we didn't do it purposely, but
What
we just
the
made a
only
personnel
reason
change. Garbers got hurt.
Exactly, but we went with the guy who's already been on the field doing it for the 6 weeks that he was out.
Hogan had
Right?
too, but he just only had 2 series. I mean, but he was
Exactly.
On the field.
He's had 2 series versus 6 complete games.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
You're talking about not making changes, but yet we started Garbers over Dormandy.
Because he was the starter originally.
He was the starter originally.
He was
You
the
can't do
original
that. You can't do that. You can't do
The
that.
week he came back, we started him. Why did
No,
we
we didn't.
start Garbers over Dormandy?
We started Dormandy. We started Dormandy, gave him a couple series, and then we brought Garbers in. Because ultimately,
Well, he got hurt.
is the best
Dormandy got
quarterback
hurt.
on this
Dormandy
team.
got hurt.
Yep.
Garbers
Dormandy
is
got
the
hurt.
best
That's the only
quarterback on
reason.
this team, ultimately. So that's why Dormandy played a couple series because he had a fantastic game the game
No,
before.
he got hurt. He got hurt, Brian.
He did
You
get
gotta
hurt.
mention that. He
Yeah.
got hurt.
He got hurt. That's why he was out.
That's why he
not
got
because
hurt.
of
That's why
changing.
he was out. He got hurt.
That
Oh,
was during
yeah.
the
There you
extra
go.
points.
Okay. I didn't realize that, but we knew Garbers was going to be the one ultimately that was going to play. That's why he was in.
And they even said the game plan was we have Chase Garbers back. We have Quentin Dormandy back. We're going to start with Dormandy. We're going to give Garbers an opportunity, and we're going to figure it out from there. Quote, unquote, A.J. Smith, offensive coordinator, San Antonio Brahmas.
Okay, but this is what I need. I just need a quarterback that's gonna come out there and compete, not overthrow the ball, not underthrow the ball, not throw interceptions. That's all I need.
My man Q.
Just be the field general that we asked for. That's all we asking for.
He
Just be
said,
the
"My
field
man
general.
Q."
Q.
Oh, that's your man now?
Didn't he
He's
get an
QB1.
interception in the first?
No, he's not QB1. Don't do that.
Right. Okay, so who's QB1 if Garbers is hurt?
No.
who's
Don't.
QB1?
He's QB1 by default.
QB1 for the San Antonio Brahmas is Chase Garbers. Don't play me like that.
But he's hurt.
No, that's not what you said. You said QB1. You didn't
Right.
say if. You said if. I stopped you. No, ain't no ifs. Chase Garbers is QB1, bro.
I agree, but he's
Okay.
unavailable. Cody Latimer was also tight end 1. You're gonna say is he tight end 1 still? No, he's done for the season.
But that's the only reason. Come on, Jorge. Don't do this, man.
He's done permanently.
Man.
He retired.
Yes,
It's
if he
a
was hurt,
completely different thing.
he still would have been tight end
What does
1.
that have
What are
to
you
do with
talking about?
anything?
If he was still an active player, he'd probably still be listed as
Tight
tight
end
end
one.
1.
Yes, but
No,
he's
because
not.
he's hurt. Because he's done for the season.
Oh,
Whether he's
my
playing next year or
He's
not, he's done
retired.
for the season. No, he didn't. He doesn't retire until the season's done. He's still on the roster. He's just on the injured list.
He's gonna
He's
get a
not
ring
tight
and
end
win
one
the
anymore.
championship.
Chase Garbers is QB1.
Yes. Is he
If he
going
gets
to
hurt,
play?
if he gets hurt, QB2 comes in to replace Chase Garbers.
QB2 now becomes QB1.
Thank you.
No.
Yes,
Don't
yes.
do that. Don't do
Do
that.
I
Because
gotta
guess
bring
what?
out football math for you
Because
here?
guess what?
Jesus.
Let me see. I'm gonna go
Because
to the
guess
roster
what?
right
When
now. and just
QB1s become healthy, he's not going to be QB2. He's
Yes, and
gonna
then
be QB1.
QB1 goes down to QB2, and then the original QB1 comes off the list and takes
It
the place
becomes
of the original
QB1.
spot.
It becomes QB1 still. He's never changed. He's
So,
still QB1. Tight end
as
1.
I
If he
said-
gets hurt, when he comes back, he's still going to be tight end 1. It never changes.
As I said, Quentin Dormandy is QB1 by default because of an injury. He's not
Yeah.
QB1 though.
Right.
But he's still QB1 by default,
Oh
by
my
technicality.
Hey,
Buy a
so I know one thing.
whatever you
I
wanna
know
say.
one thing. I know one thing,
This
and
is
we come back
the
on here Monday.
dumbest
I'm be
argument
so
we've ever
pissed.
had on this show.
He better
All
ball the fuck out. He better
Here's what
ball the fuck out.
QB1 means. All
He
right.
better ball the fuck out. I know that.
Oh,
Please.
you damn right he better.
Because I'm gonna have my
Absolutely.
glasses on if he don't ball the fuck out. The way y'all stand up and look, the way Jorge, somebody screenshot Jorge right there. The way he's sitting there with his arms folded, talking about his fucking QB1, quitting Q. Okay, Q
Yeah.
better ball out.
Yeah.
You better
Let
have
me
300
put him
plus
up
yards
big.
and 4
Y'all go
touchdowns.
ahead, take a little screenshot of him.
Q better have 300
Got
plus
it.
yards and 4 touchdowns.
Got it.
I know that. And no turnovers. No turnovers. That's important.
No, here's the thing. All y'all want to keep saying change this, change that, change this. That's not what the team needs right now.
Jorge, that was unpopular. We got that.
Yeah,
part.
they're just
But what I'm saying
opinions,
is,
that's it.
you stamping you right now. You stamping Quentin. So Quentin better go out there and be Quentin and ball out 300 plus yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Then I'll be quiet the whole podcast.
I mean, I'm surprised you didn't say let's call up Luis Perez. He's got nothing better to do right now other than go bowling.
He's not the guy.
Hey,
Hey,
he ain't the guy either.
What do you
That's why
mean he's not the
there.
guy? He's a surprise. Nobody knows how he will play with the Brahmas offense. Let's put him in. Let's call him up, put him in.
Oh my
we have an
goodness,
empty
Jorge.
slot. We have an empty spot on the
Bro,
roster.
you are
if Barber is
trolling,
done.
man. You
Let's
are trolling.
let's go.
I
and
agree
call
with
up Luis
DJ.
Perez.
Look,
You are trolling.
I
Let's
know
call
what
up
it
Jordan
is.
Tamu.
I know
This
what
man
it is.
has a team. Both of them guys have a team.
Jorge,
They
are
good.
you out of Brahma beer? Is that what's
Yes,
going on?
he ain't crack one. That's probably why.
Man,
He
he's
have
like
a-
legit.
He have a
Like,
Snicker. He should be in a Snickers commercial.
He's hangry.
Grab a Snicker.
you ain't yourself, bro, when you ain't got your Brahma beer.
Grab a Brahma beer.
I'm gonna bring you one of these here. I'll pop it in the refrigerator for you. Cause dang, woo!
No.
Y'all done messed up, Jorge. I just gotta keep
The
saying
thing
that.
is, the reason I don't have one tonight is because I'm fighting off a cold because I'm trying to make sure I beat it so that way when I can drive my ass to St. Louis this weekend because I'm driving up there and make sure that I'm 100% for that damn game.
No, I think Luis Perez don't become available until after the season. So we have to make a trade, but I don't think a trade about to happen. So
No, yeah, there's no, yeah.
What do
What
you
else
mean?
we got,
Y'all been calling for trades all day.
Oh my goodness, we have not been calling for trades all day.
You
We've been
see
looking
Who
him
for
called for a trade?
exaggerating.
Who said
Who
anything
called
about
for
a
a trade?
We said looking
Who
for
called for a trade?
The kicker.
That's not a trade.
Everyone
I
was
We
said
asked
that
for
there were
any-
4 kickers available. I never once said anything about a trade. What I said was we can't count on the kicker that we have.
I mean, the 4
That's what I
kickers that are
said.
available, the only way you could get them is by a trade because they're already on a team. But
Wait, what? Oh, wait. I mean, I'm talking about like available kickers, like that's
Yeah.
free agents.
Yeah, but we can't because it's already past week 9.
No, you
Yeah,
can
they-
always pick up a player, can't you?
But they
No.
have to wait a whole week before they can play the next game. So they would
No,
only
that
get
makes
to play
sense.
at
they signed Warner last week right after Latimer went down,
And
and
he
he
went
was
to-
on he was on the active roster for this game.
He was inactive.
No, they put him on the active roster. He was on. If you look at the list, I actually
Yeah, he
just
was
went to
active.
go
He was
look at
active.
it.
He was
He
active.
was on the active roster for the game.
He didn't play though.
He didn't play, but he was on the
He was
roster.
on the active roster.
But would you also put in a receiver who hasn't played with the team?
Well, no,
That-
because
that's a
that's
fact.
different. Because then
That's a
you
fact.
got to actually learn the routes. You got to develop
Yeah.
some chemistry with
Learn
the
the
quarterback.
playbook.
You got to know what to do. A kicker is completely separate
All
than
you do is
every
kick it.
other player on the team. You have
No.
one job: kick the ball. You can put in any
But you-
kicker. They do it in
NFL all the time.
leagues all the time. NFL all the time.
This is not the NFL.
We know
Birmingham
that,
did-
Jorge. We just
Birmingham
saying
did it.
that's how
Did
it
it
works.
earlier this season when Blewett was out.
The-
They brought in another kicker. Arlington brought
There's-
in another kicker. The easiest position to bring in is a kicker.
Okay, and what if he's never met our long snapper and our holder? Where's the chemistry there? Where's the timing? There's timing,
The timing is with the snapper and the holder. That's
Right.
what the timing has to be.
and also the kicker, because the kicker
Kicker
can't.
knows when that
the
ball
kick-
goes down, you kick it. I mean, that's the easiest position to bring in. Ball goes down, kick the damn ball.
Hey Brian, I don't think Jorge agrees with you, but I agree with you, bro.
I think you're not valuing the skill and the timing that a kicker needs to develop with his holder.
Don't you
and his
know
long
who his
snapper.
best friend is?
Like,
Oh, I
He
knew that was
knows
going to come up.
kicking.
Hold on, his best friend.
you guys
You gotta
are
put the
you
quotation
guys.
right there.
I swear, I think I just got a couple gray hairs after tonight because you guys.
He
That's
is gonna
literally
be
good.
so
That's good.
mad.
You working
Hey,
for it. That's
if you need
good. That's
some,
our
I
job.
got some you can borrow. All right.
Oh, some Bengay.
Man, at this point,
He
give
wants
me
to
one.
hop off. He's tired of us.
Give me. You know what? I'm gonna go
Oh
I'm gonna go
Lord,
to Doobie Mart when I go to St. Louis and take
the doobie
whatever
bar.
Jackie had.
No, you're not doing that. You ain't built for that, man. Don't do that.
Oh my gosh.
There'll be
Yeah.
plenty of places that you can go and visit at the tailgating, I'm sure.
All right.
Like-
I mean, like we're like way over, but let's talk about this coming weekend where we can watch the game.
In St.
For those-
Louis.
St. Louis.
For those of us that are not traveling up, which will be us three, we will
Yes.
be.
St.
way-
My
Louis.
heart, my heart is
Bombshells,
my heart
baby.
is broken.
I have
won't be there.
hardcore FOMO already.
Oh God.
But we will be at Bombshells off of 151
Absolutely.
to watch the game. So come hang out with us. They have a good little crowd there too. There are the other spots you can go to as well, but we haven't
Like
seen
St.
everybody. Like the
We are going to be at Bombshells. us. So
And
No.
we are going to be
You.
arguing on the way up to St. Louis.
They-
Oh man,
The whole way.
thank
The
God.
whole way.
I cannot.
You know what? I think y'all need to record that. Why don't y'all
I was
just
literally
do
gonna
a
say
show?
that.
Oh,
Watch out,
gas
literally.
trip. Gas trip.
Show on the
We'll
drive
just do a
up, you know?
live stream.
Live
Oh, yeah.
stream.
14 hours of me and
on the
Jorge
drive up.
just cussing each other.
Oh God.
Like
I can't even
it's-
imagine how this is gonna go down. I
Like-
cannot.
I wasn't expecting on going, right? I really wasn't. Thankfully, I have a very wonderful wife who said go. I know, like, go.
Yes.
And
Shout out to Carla.
I can't thank her enough for that. But this is something that like I take to heart because I mean, when you tattoo the damn thing to your body, right, and you have everything ready to go, it goes beyond anything. Like you have no idea. I want this championship so bad,
We all do, bro.
right?
I think
Obviously
we're all
not
in the
if y'all-
same boat, bro.
Y'all want to change up
Nobody
everything.
can have opinions.
Oh
of
my
Jorge.
God,
Just
Jorge,
him.
bro. We all want the championship, bro. We just
Just
having
him.
unpopular
That's a
opinions.
little bit much.
We
Look.
all on the same page, bro. We
Look.
all Brahmas fans. We all want the championship. That's all.
When I'll tell
Look
you
at all
what,
these sides I've got
when-
going on
when,
here. Look at
when
everything I've done
when
this
we win the
season.
championship and we have the Riverwalk parade, I will take off my
Like,
shirt and dance.
Where is it?
I would take
Yeah.
off
I mean,
my shirt.
You
and
don't
dance.
need a championship and Riverwalk parade for that. So
Well,
I-
I'll dance
I
in
do.
front of
You know
the
what?
entire
You know what?
city.
We don't.
if we have a championship Riverwalk parade, maybe I will.
Oh, here you go. Here you go, Jay. I remember when I got my first tattoo.
There you go. I remember when I got my first tattoo from a Brahmas player.
Oh man, poor Jorge. It was just not your night tonight, bro. Sorry.
Nah, I mean, I got 5 Battlehawks or 4 Battlehawks fans here trying to say like,
Oh
know,
my
Voila.
goodness! Here he
God
go.
Oh my God.
Here he
dang.
go, man.
The
You know
only
what?
guy-
Hey, I agree with you with the quarterback. I
Okay.
disagree with you on the kicker. All right.
look, I stand behind my guy, Ryan Santoso. I
Oh,
stand
yeah.
behind my guy Q.
I mean, I will. What other choice do I got? I have to put all my faith in this
No,
guy.
I don't. It's not about what other choice do I have. I do it regardless because that is my guy.
Okay. And you made it a point to tell him that too. Maybe that didn't help him so much.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
I did tell him that.
Or
Yeah.
maybe he saw you at the tailgate with, our last kicker. Maybe. I mean,
That had
you just
nothing
never
to
know. Maybe he saw it.
He's family. He's always part of the family.
And then,
There you go,
I'm just saying,
Marlon.
I'm just saying.
Telling him he's dating other kickers now.
He's dating other kickers. Oh my goodness.
So yes, this weekend, Sunday.
Shells,
Sunday,
baby.
Sunday at
Right.
6. We will be at Bombshells, hanging out with our friends there. A lot of the same people that we tailgate, they all hang out there. So that's where you'll catch the ones that are going to have FOMO this weekend because this will be the first game this season and we'll be at. So it's freaking me out. So yes, that's where we'll be.
In the meantime, Jorge and I will be up in St. Louis playing the parts of ourselves, antagonizing every single Battle Chicken fan that we can find because we know we're getting the win, regardless of whatever the game plan is. We know we're getting the win, and we know we're going to be at the championship game the next weekend. So,
I mean, yeah, you know what? We've been arguing about a quarterback for the whole freaking show, but our defense is the best defense in the league.
I want to issue a correction to all four of y'all.
Go on.
Cade Warner did play this past weekend. He was on special teams.
Okay. So yeah, but he was signed earlier in the week and he played this week. So they don't have to sit out for a week when they first signed.
Look at his face.
Well,
bravo. There you go, Jorge. There you go.
Win for the night.
He played a pivotal part in the game this past Saturday.
Now,
Sunday.
Does he have any chemistry with the long snapper?
Did he run any routes or anything?
I have an answer.
I cannot.
For your headset rule. I also have an answer for your headset rule. It is a league rule that they are issued at the beginning of the game, and that's it.
Oh, okay. That's trash.
League rule.
They cannot change it at all. They cannot change equipment between quarterbacks or anybody else.
No, I agree. That's trash, though.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Now here, I got a something to stir the pot a little bit here from my boy Wyatt. My boy Wyatt. He asked this question. You guys can't see it because it's on Instagram. But Garbers, let's say he goes on IR. We have one quarterback spot. You call up Gucci Danucci. You bring Flacco back.
He's not coming. Gucci trying to daggone own a team. He's not coming back.
Right.
He can own a team so he can be a quarterback somewhere.
Would you call back Flacco?
I'd call back Flacco.
I'll call back Flacco only because he probably familiar with the offense.
Yeah.
Would you call
That's not a bad move.
So would you call who?
Cone Zone.
Hell no.
No.
I'm sorry. I know this is a kid show, but hell no. Hell
no. Kid show.
That didn't stop the 15 F-bombs you dropped before.
I'm sorry, but hell no. Hell no.
This place looks like a war zone littered with all your F-bombs, bro.
I'll start Hogan. I'm good with Hogan. No, I don't want cone nothing.
Of course you
will. Cone zone, ice cream cone, traffic
cone,
nothing cone. I don't want nothing
cone.
Not
the traffic cone. Oh Lord. Well.
Look.
Cone.
At the end of the day, we're all Brahmas fans. We may have different opinions about it, but we all want the same thing. We want a good showing from our offense. We want our defense to go out there and crush, and we want
to kick him out right now
so we can go to the championship.
All I'm gonna say, listen for the stomping because you thought it was loud last weekend. It's gonna be deafening this weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm coming prepared.
Oh,
I got you back up, Jorge.
Hey, okay.
There you go.
North Star Mall boots.
Yeah.
You might be a little too big for me.
Let's put it this way. I'm gonna stomp so loud there's gonna be cracks in those boots at North Star Mall.
Ooh.
Dang. Hey, look how much passion he has right now. Like you can just see it in his face.
Look at his face, man.
I cannot right now with
I think it's the hat, man. It's the hat.
I want this. You have no idea how badly I want this.
We do. We all want
it. The team wants it too, so that makes it even better. 10 times better.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I hope they're watching this because I want them to see that the ones who are going to be there, we want it. We want it. Bring it home.
Even the ones that aren't making it, we want it. Don't listen to him. We all want it.
Yes.
We want it badly. Badly. Trust me. We're just as committed to this entire season as those players are. We put our everything. Shoot. We've been to all games. Like, we follow them. They have to know how committed.
Run through that door right now.
Hey, it's all lining up,
I don't
man.
know.
3-7 last year,
Run through that door, Jorge.
7-3.
Can you
Missed by
kick a
field
ball? I mean, I'm
goal.
sure you've got some some camaraderie with the players, and I'm
The
sure
long
you've got
snapper.
something. Yeah. Can you kick?
Yeah,
I got a helmet you can borrow.
Yeah, he does.
I'd rather be on the line though. Put me in the trenches.
Oh. But we need someone that can kick. So, or even throw. Can you throw?
No,
Dang it.
throw like a shot put.
He just want to block 5 yards down the field.
Yeah, because I drove some guy because I was stronger than him.
And get a flag every play.
Y'all leave him alone. Look at him. Y'all hurting him now. Look at how
I love this Jorge, man.
Oh my
He
gosh.
been quiet. He been,
Look. Next Monday we come back. We're gonna be on the show. I'm gonna wear my sunglasses and be like, "Look who won the game."
Because he ain't told nobody anything. We all
Jesse,
think we're
stop
gonna win the
instigating,
game.
man.
We got my man Q, right? Throwing bombs for I'm
For 5 yards.
I'm gonna go for like maybe
For 5 yards.
45 points on the touchdown passes, and then we're gonna have like 18 field goals from Santoso.
What fantasy world you live in?
Yeah, I'm about to say he must be dreaming. He must be dreaming. He having a wet dream.
Somebody slap him, wake his ass up, because
maybe they're bringing Romo in.
Oh, man. Yeah, he definitely gonna have a wet dream.
You know what? I hate all y'all. I hate all y'all too. Arlington, you already know. I don't even gotta say
They
it.
ain't even in the daggone playoffs, man. They ain't got nothing to do with this.
I don't care. They already know. But
what was that last comment?
I'm gonna see y'all in St. Louis. Horns forward. I'm out, y'all.
He closing the show. Oh my goodness, man! Hey, I love this Jorge.
Oh,
this is
right.
real Jorge right
that was
here.
great.
Y'all know what to do. Y'all make it out to a watch party. We'll see you there because we getting this dub. Horns forward.
Right.
We'll see you in St. Louis.